Hey fellas, it's Rolling with Borealis Bushcraft. Just come back to you with a little follow-up from my little hobo stove deal here. Making a little bit of dandelion tea. So I'm not running the stove super hot right now to try and boil water, but you can definitely get this thing stoking. It's burning really good now. I enlarged the air holes on the side of it. I don't know if you can kind of see that or not, but there you go. You can see some glowing in there. Probably a little bit better on that side, but just been feeding it sticks. And one of the reasons I didn't make my door super huge is because I don't want stuff bouncing out of the stove when it pops. Plus also it gives me the advantage that I can cut pieces of wood that are almost the height of the stove, and being as that fire burns up, I can insert them and tilt them up and into the stove box to get some larger pieces of wood in there, as opposed to having just my fire down at the very base. Gives me a little bit more of an advantage for if I want to really boil up some water. But I'm just steeping up some dandelion tea right now. Grief, man. That was the smallest wood tick I've ever seen. Where is he? Where did he go? There, ooh, there he is. He's like super tiny. He's just super duper tiny. And you're dead. Ha! Wood ticks. What are they even good for, fellas? So that's my tea. I've been burning a mixture of the cedar and stuff that I collected and whatever, and just give you a little tour of where I'm at. Just basically came out today, walked the dog a little bit, brush up on a little bit of wild edible plants and whatnot. Didn't bring out a whole lot of gear. Brought out a little bit of basically my book. I had some bank line, tying stuff up. Got myself an emergency blanket. Even though it's 20-something odd degrees, you want some kind of a shelter. My flint and steel kit. Some wet naps and stuff in there that I scavenged from the sushi place that I go to all the time. I actually did bring out, I usually do in my haversack, is my little Vargo titanium wood stove. It's a good little stove, just not super, I don't know, it's a little finicky to use. It's in a bit of a shape of a pyramid. Maybe I just quite haven't mastered that yet, I don't know. Throw some stuff back in here. Little tiny stick of fat wood, nothing crazy. Brought out my Silky Pocket Boy, or actually I think this is Gone Boy. Nope, Pocket Boy. Brought out my tracker for doing some heavier work. And no, brought out my Bark River Bravo 1 field knife. Really good knife, guys. I like to have something nice and sharp. While the tracker's a phenomenal blade, I still prefer to have a smaller knife with it. The tracker design was never designed as a one-tool option. It was designed with a companion knife. Running for compass, I just brought my, actually my uncle gave this to me years ago. It's an old school engineer's compass. Let's see if I can get this in frame a little bit. But it actually has, I don't know if you can see that there, but it's got a leveling bubble. So in the center of the jewel is in the center of that bubble, the compass is level. So for those of you who know how to use a compass, then you know that the compass needs to be level to take an accurate bearing. So anyway, I thought that was kind of a cool feature, and it's oil dampened, so it's a little bit slow to rotate. It's not dampened conventional way, so it's quite accurate. This is the woodshed where, you know, in the wintertime the cross-country skiers can come and warm up and whatnot, and this is the old picnic tables and benches and whatnot. But you can kind of sort of see how people just don't really You know, there's, I don't know what that is, a little pillow or something in there. There we got an outhouse, mutt line in the grass. And then there was, I'll throw this board back in the thing over there. Nothing crazy. Steeping my tea. Probably head back after I have my tea. Made leftover kindling for anybody that needs to have a little fire in here. But over the winter, there was a few people that were kind of like using this and almost living out of it. There's like some accoutrements and stuff in here. There's, you know, it's kind of cool. You know, old wood stove. You know, even, you know, makeshift candle holders and all kinds of stuff, beer steins, whatnot. You know, some paper plates in here, I guess, when they come out. That way they don't have to keep bringing stuff out, but, you know, it's a nice little shelter to come to. But, yeah, so I'll probably do a firelight inside the stove before I leave. That way it's always good juju to set and lay a fire for somebody that's stuck out here. But just off the Blue Stem Trail here, so it's not super far. This is a very, very interesting sign. I like this sign. Attention skiers, ski at your own risk. No ski patrol services provided. Are you prepared? Well, being a scout leader, try and be prepared as I possibly can all the time. And then here's one of my favorites. The daylight hours are limited. Question mark. Will you be back before dark? Are you familiar with the trails? Do you have a trails map? Does someone know your plans and time of return? Are you properly clothed for varying conditions? In case of emergency, call 911 and request Oakbank EMS or RCMP. So this is probably a sign that should be at the ski trailhead, not at a shelter that's X amount of kilometers from this trailhead. So yeah, but whatever. I still like it. It's a good sign. There's just different trail guides and stuff of, you know, where everything is, and there's a map inside the cabin for the shows all the ski routes and stuff. I don't know if the camera will pick it up very good in here, but that's basically a map of the park right there. So kind of shows you where we are, and I'll show you where we are in relation. This is the entrance to the park. This is where I parked my truck. I walked down this trail. I came to the cabin. I walked down the trail, cut across, back into here somewhere. Went and collected some cedar. I walked back to the cabin. Now I'm making up my tea. And then I'll probably, I'll probably jet back out this way down to Blue Stem. Come up across Cedar Bog somewhere, and then take Cedar Bog out and hike back to my truck. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Depends how tired I am. How many wood ticks I have to pick off of me again. But anyway, that's just me rambling. Nothing serious. So, yeah, a few mountain bikers come through the trail, but our skies are starting to get, we're supposed to get some rain this evening, and a little bit more as well. So I'm going to get on my tea there and get moseying. Ciao.